When we look at the course of a human life, we find ourselves standing before a fundamental choice between two distinct paths. One path appears wearisome and full of thorns, demanding obedience to commandments, yet it promises a reward of ultimate happiness at the end. The other path seems filled with pleasure and roses, but it leads to a tragic end of eternal loss. Each of us must choose for ourselves, but we are strengthened in choosing the more difficult path when we remember that we belong to a God who loves us, who helps us, and who is waiting for us at the end of the road of obedience. This brings us to the ultimate question of human existence. What is the true destiny of man? Our highest destiny is to go to God, because we come from Him and belong entirely to Him. Our own reason tells us that someone must have made us, for nothing can proceed from nothing. If there had ever been a moment when absolutely nothing existed, nothing would exist right now. Because we do exist, we know that a Creator exists. Reason further tells us that God must have made us for a specific purpose, which is to know Him, to love Him, and to serve Him in this world, and to be happy forever with Him in the next. The ultimate end of man, like all of creation, is to manifest the glory, goodness, majesty, and power of God. In this life, we are essentially exiles, wanderers, and pilgrims. This world is not our permanent city. It is merely a temporary preparation for the eternal life to come in heaven, which is our true home. Because we are His creatures, we belong to God and have certain duties towards Him that we must fulfill. Religion is the virtue by which we give God the honor and service due to Him as our Creator, Master, and Supreme Lord. It is through religion that we fulfill the very purpose for which we were made and save our souls. To practice this virtue, we must do two things. We must believe all the truths God has revealed to us, and we must actively carry out those duties and commands in our daily lives. True religion is not merely a matter of a feeling, nor is it just a collection of information. Even the devil has knowledge, but he has no religion. Religion is a matter of the will and of action. We must be doers of the word, not hearers only. Practicing religion is absolutely necessary because it represents our chief business in life. Sadly, many people spend their lives in a vain pursuit of riches, honors, and worldly pleasures. These things never truly satisfy the human heart, and they must all be left behind when the hour of death arrives. This is why the study of how to know, love, and serve God, which we learn from Jesus Christ through His church, is the most important study anyone can ever undertake. Neglecting it leads people to give way to their basest passions. Our salvation is far more important than any worldly knowledge of physics, poetry, or history, for it profits a person nothing to gain the whole world if they suffer the loss of their own soul. Furthermore, this is a deep study that requires serious thought, attention, and the guidance of a good teacher, as we cannot master it well by ourselves. There are always those, such as skeptics and rationalists, who advocate against the study of religion, claiming that human intellect alone can solve all problems without the need for dogma, law, or authority. They often champion a concept of freedom of thought, but absolute freedom of thought is a contradiction. We are not free to think what is untrue, just as we are not free to believe that the sun revolves around the earth when science proves otherwise. Our minds are naturally bound by truth. The truly intelligent and rational person recognizes that to attain the highest possible freedom, they must find out which higher authority they must submit to. By studying religion, a rational person discovers the fundamental law of reality and the divine order that guides them safely back to their true home. If you are new to Catholicism, or if you are simply looking to deepen your understanding of the truth, I want to welcome you to this channel. This video is part of an ongoing lesson-by-lesson walkthrough of the classic catechism, My Catholic Faith. Throughout this series, we are diving into the entire book together, breaking down these timeless truths to help us navigate our modern world. If you would like to follow along and watch all of these video lessons, please make sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you never miss a new episode. I know that exploring the faith can bring up a lot of deep questions, so please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. I will be reading through them and doing my absolute best to answer every single question you have. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to continuing this journey with you in the next lesson.